With so many different stock market websites out there, some investors, especially newer investors, might feel overwhelmed with where to start. And to be honest with you, there's plenty of good, high quality, free stock market websites out there that I use on a consistent basis. But this right here, Stockanalysis.com, has got to be one of my favorites for multiple different reasons. Now, before we go through this website and I show you some of my favorite features that this website has to offer, I wanted to make sure that you all know that I'm currently, as of filming this video, not affiliated, not sponsored, don't have anything to do with this website whatsoever. And to be honest with you, I don't even have a paid membership with this website. I honestly just use this website's free version, but it has a lot to offer that I want to share with all of you. So now that we got that out of the way, like I said, this is Stockanalysis.com. And just like any other stock market themed website, you can type in whatever stock or ETF you want to look into. Now, for me personally, I am more of a dividend-focused investor, so stock market websites that have a lot of useful data around dividends and easy-to-consume data is very, very important to me. With Stockanalysis.com, for example, if we go to Realty Income, ticker symbol O, one of my favorite dividend-paying REITs, for example. If you go to Realty Income and then click on the Dividend tab, you have tons of easy to digest information. Like take this for example, it says Realty Income has a dividend yield of around 5.93% and it's paid around $3.04 per share in the past year. The dividend is paid every month and the next ex-dividend date is September 29th, 2023. So just right there, for example, that is a ton of super useful information that you did not have to go dig through or search through. It just came up right when you searched whatever stock you were looking for and basically clicked on the Dividend tab. Then from there, it has information such as dividend yield, payment frequency, ex-dividend dates, and other things. It also shows all the historical dividend payouts, which is also very, very important when you are a dividend investor because you want to see if or if not, whatever stock or ETF you're looking at has or has not paid dividends consistently over the last X amount of years. Now, another aspect of Stockanalysis.com that I actually really like is going through the financials and income portion of the website. Now, once again, you can do this with pretty much any different stock or ETF, but once again, we're going to be using Realty Income, for example. If you go to Realty Income, click on Financials, then click on Income. You can look through all the different income statements for Realty Income over the past 10 or so years. And you can simply see things like revenue over time. And by hovering over the bars right here, it will pop out and basically show you and zoom in on the data to make it even easier to consume. So it basically has all the necessary things in a normal income statement. And once again, all this information is pretty much easily found on any other stock market website, but I just like how the way that it looks on Stockanalysis.com, and it's honestly just really easy to read. Now, the main thing that I use Stockanalysis for, and this is my favorite feature of the entire website, if I have to be honest, if you go to whatever stock, once again, Realty Income, and then go to Forecast right here. This is a very useful, very easy to consume page. This right here talks about all the future forecast ideas and consensus and everything around that sort. On the left hand, for example, it says stock price forecast. According to 11 analysts, the average 12-month stock price forecast for Realty Income, for example, is around $68.32, and it's currently trading around 51, which is a predictable increase of around 33.46%. The lowest price target is $59 and the highest is $74. On average, analysts rate Realty Income stock as a buy as of right now. And then I absolutely love the infographics that they have here. It shows that over the future 12 months that there's sort of different price targets. There's a low range, an average range, and the high range. And this is all to do with forecasts. And now, of course, it's pretty obvious that just because these forecasts have these specific price targets, it doesn't necessarily mean that Stockanalysis.com is going to be right 100% of the time. But it is definitely just interesting to see different stocks or ETFs and to see what different analysts' future price targets are for the stock, just to sort of get some confirmation bias or just to see where the overall trend is looking. Now down here, it also shows recommendation trends, and it shows that over time there's different ratings as far as strong buy, hold, sell, or strong sell. So once again, just sort of getting some more data and free data at that. And of course, over time, when you do more stock market research through different websites, just like this one right here, you're going to sort of understand that you have to sort of take everything with a grain of salt. Because just because you come across some forecast or maybe one piece of news, it of course does not mean that you should make a financial decision off of that, but using a plethora of different datas and different ideas, along with of course your own research, it allows you to become a better investor over time. Now, another thing I love about Stockanalysis.com is the stock screener tool. So if you go back to the home page, you can click on stocks and then you click on stock screener. And right here has 5,796 stocks that are all, for the most part, as of right now, filtered by market cap. Now what's awesome about this is you can then screen different things by, say, dividend yield, PE ratio, different things like stock price, revenue growth, and you can pretty much use a stock screener and build a list of stocks that meet all the criteria that you're looking for. Now another thing I love about this website, especially being more of a dividend growth focused investor like I spoke on earlier, is the ETF compare tool. So how to get to this, you can just go to the home page and click on ETFs and then click on the compare tool right here. So it already has populated a bunch of different ETFs that allows you to compare the two together. Let's take SPY versus QQQY, for example. Now, what's awesome about this compare tool compared to others that I've actually used in the past on other stock market websites is that they pretty much allow you to compare the two, and without paying for some sort of paid membership, they give you all the data that you pretty much need, where on other stock market websites, they allow you to sort of use different time frames, but don't really give you all the data, which is why I like using this tool on this specific website. So comparing SPY to QQQ, for example, on the max time frame, you can see how much each one of them have returned historically. And if you scroll down, you can even see more data such as the asset size of each of the ETFs, things like volume, and all the normal pieces of data that you would need. What's awesome is you can type in more ETFs even and just continue to compare them to get more of an idea of what you're investing into. Now, comparing different stocks or ETFs long-term is one of my favorite ways to sort of analyze how a stock or ETF has performed long-term, especially basing it off of the performance of the S&P 500 or the Qs or any other popular index that's sort of a benchmark. Now, like I said, there might be other ways to compare different stocks and ETFs across other stock market-based, investing-based websites, but this one right here on Stockanalysis is one of the easiest to use, and also, like I mentioned, it allows you to do pretty much anything without having to pay for it, which is also something that I love. Now, the last tab that I like to use on Stockanalysis.com is to click on the news tab, and just a few quick scrolls, you can pretty much get all the most recent news and get an idea of what's going on throughout the markets with just a few scrolls of your mouse. Now, this is obviously helpful considering a lot of us are busy and we don't really want to go throughout the internet searching for whatever news that's important or relevant, but this right here on Stockanalysis.com sort of aggregates all the most important news for the most part and gives it all to you with just one click. So there we have it. There's a breakdown of my #1 favorite free to use stock market investing based website known as Stockanalysis.com. This website's been really helpful for me to research different stocks and ETFs, and I will continue to use so for probably quite some time in the future. But when it comes to stock market websites or investing websites, I want to hear from you guys down below. Comment down below your favorite tool or favorite website that helps you invest on a daily basis, and let me know down below if this specifically, stockmarketanalysis.com, is a website that you've used in the past. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to please drop a like on it and subscribe for more future content like this. Thanks as always for stopping by, and if you are interested in investing, make sure to check out these recent videos I posted right here.